Yeah, yeah. Let me go ahead and let this thing simmer a minute. I'm gonna let it simmer a minute, man. I'm expecting to have Carlos Jackson on with me, man, and in a few minutes or so. So hopefully, that comes to fruition. If not, we gonna continue the true spills as normal, as regularly scheduled, and we gonna do the best we can with it. Of course, this ain't usually the same like if we had Act Wayne, but since we don't have Act Wayne for now, and we will wait on Act Wayne to make a return, we're gonna go ahead and start it off like this, man. So, go ahead and smash the like button, share the video, and let's get it. Oh yeah, man. We are back, man. Back like I've never left before, man. Like I said, man, I know that you're all are used to seeing my co-host Act Wayne here, but until Act Wayne, takes care of the stuff he needs to take care of, I'm gonna be riding the show out, man, on my own. Maybe have guests here and there and stuff like that, man. Uh but shout out to my co-host Act Wayne, man. I know things are gonna be, he's gonna show up here soon and give y'all the reason why he's went silent for all this time and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna dive into that or none of that stuff like that, man. But this is always brought to you by CO Management, DV Tracksuits. Big shout out to the mighty LDBC. Um, I'm expecting to have Carlos Jackson on, man. We're gonna chop it up, man. Maybe talk a little bit of live boxing or whatever, wherever the conversation leads to and all that other good stuff, man. I see Tay Tay in the building. I see Mr. Shelton in the building, man. Um, I know this is gonna be a little strange, man, but we gonna make it do what it do, man. We'll give a shout out to Jamel Herring, man. I mean, I was over there on X, as y'all called it, Twitter back in the days, and I felt that Edwin De Los Santos misunderstood Jamel Herring, because Jamel Herring was just what he was truly concerned with was Edwin De Los Santos' health because he saw how drained he looked at the weigh-in and stuff like that. So he made a comment, to the fact stating that they need to keep an eye on him and stuff like that. And instead of taking it, like a man that is actually caring about you and stuff like that, Edwin De Los Santos misunderstood it, took offense to it, lashed out at Jamel, talking about you could be next and all this other good stuff, man. And uh, I'm gonna charge that to maybe the language barrier because I don't think Edwin De Los Santos is a bad person. I think maybe the language barrier and he didn't understand it right and stuff like that. Jamel Herring took it pretty good, man. Like he conducted himself as a professional, man, through the whole situation, man. But I will tell a lot of people this, man. Say Edwin remind me of Little Duval. I will say this though, man. You can only bark up a tree so many times, right? Before it comes back to bite you, man. Now I know Jamel Herring had his ups and downs in professional boxing, and you know, but he's still a fighter. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he's still a fighter. And actually a proven fighter. So at the end of the day, man, I mean, you got to be careful who you bark at. Talking about you could be next, because even though yes, he's been on retired for a minute now and stuff like that. That don't mean he can't come back and whoop somebody's ass. That can happen. Well, Mr. Shelton, no, not really, not nothing that I can not nothing that I could put out here. What's going on, D Free? Not nothing that I can actually put out here. Uh what I will say is that he is alive. He's not locked up. Um he's alive and he ain't locked up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I will say, you know. So he's not in jail, he's not in the morgue, he's not in the hospital, any of that other good stuff, man. I think whatever he does, because he's coming back, okay? Whenever he does come back, I think it's his place to talk to people, not mine or anybody else's. So I'm gonna play that way, and and hopefully that's soon that he comes on back, man. Hopefully that's very soon, um, because we all miss him. You know what I'm saying? And we all want the best for him, and we're all here to support him, man. Either way, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think Edwin De Los Santos just understood that wrong. But while we're on the subject of Edwin De Los Santos and all that, we'll go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and move in a little bit on the Keyshawn Davis versus Edwin De Los Santos situation. Um, we all saw, the press conference before the weigh-ins and all that. We saw how Keyshawn Davis was pressing Abdullah Mason to an extent. Abdullah's not somebody who talks a lot, so the way he conducted himself was quite normal to me. What's going on, E. Ortiz? The way he conducted himself was quite normal. You know what I'm saying? He's not a talker. He's just a fighter, and that's what I expect out of Abdullah Mason. And Keyshawn was being Keyshawn, talking that smack. Well, we could make the fight next. We could make the fight next and all that. And I was excited for the whole back and forth that was going on between him and Abdullah Mason. I was super excited about it because I'm like, hell yeah, we want to see that fight. Why not? My money will be on Abdullah Mason, but I still want to see the fight. You feel me, man? So I was super excited about the whole situation. I like it when fighters, talk a little trash and stuff like that. But here goes the part where Keyshawn lost me. And it's not to take away about how he is as a fighter. He's still a phenomenal fighter that could bang and he could box, got great ring IQ. All of that is true. All of it is true. And I don't even believe he's scared of Abdullah Mason, right? But if we keep it at a buck, missing weight by 4.5 pounds, almost 5 pounds. Hold on. Is letting me know. Let me turn this daggone. Yeah, let me turn that down right. Okay. When you miss weight by that much, it lets me know that you already knew that you weren't making weight. So if you knew that you weren't making weight and you're not going back to 135, and your whole plan, what's going on, K-Rod? And your whole plan all along was after this fight, go to 140, which, by the way, there ain't going to be a fight. We already know that the fight got canceled and all that other stuff, right? Then everything you just said to Abdullah Mason is cap. What's going on, Los?
I know. What's the deal, baby? What's the deal?
Hey, man, I'm just chilling, man. I was we could go a different direction if you want, man, but I was talking a little bit about the Keyshawn Davis situation, the Abdullah Mason situation. I was basically saying, man, that, and this is just my opinion. Of course, everybody's gonna have their own opinion and stuff like that. And I was telling them I like the back and forth that him and Abdullah had
Yeah,
press conference. I love that because I love the shit talking. You know what I'm saying?
me too.
Where
Me too.
Keyshawn lost me at was that he missed weight by almost 5 pounds.
Yeah, is that's I'm not gonna lie. We all miss weight, but 4 to 5 pounds is wild crazy, bro. It's like, did you even try to make weight? Did you even try? This is your first title defense at home.
Mm.
Your first title defense. Four to five was like it's like 4 pounds, bro. That's like, damn. We all rooting for you, dog. We all rooting for you. Come on, man.
And what I was also saying on top of that was he knew he wasn't gonna make weight when he was talking shit to Abdullah.
Definitely knew. He
You know what I'm
definitely knew.
saying? So I'm like, bro, all that shit you just talked, man, to me, it sounds like cap now. I was loving it at first, but now after seeing this, I'm like, you was capping, bro. You knew you weren't fighting this young buck now. Next. You knew
Bro.
you was going to 140. What's going
He
on, Joe Townsend? What's going on, K Rod?
he
Yeah, you
definitely
knew you
gonna
was
be
going to one.
taking that.
I gotta look at him different because of that.
Man, I'm disappointed in Keyshawn. I really am a big fan of Keyshawn, man. And I'm like, damn, bro. 4 pounds on your first title defense is crazy, dog. 4 pounds. Like, did you try? Like, you push dude. You like, damn,
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
try, bro? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And listen, man, I think he's still a phenomenal fighter. I think he'll do good
Absolutely.
at 140. All of that, just because I'm getting on him about the bullshit he did with Abdullah Mason, don't don't mean that I don't think he's a great fighter. He's still a great fighter.
Absolutely. He
I
definitely
I,
is.
I just look at shit like that, like, bro, you should have just kept. You shouldn't even said nothing to Abdullah.
No, you shouldn't even push dude. You shouldn't even push Santos if you knew you weren't gonna. You know you're not gonna make weight, bro. You know you're not gonna make weight. It's not 4 pounds. Come on, that means the day before you knew that you were probably like 6, 7 pounds over, 10 pounds above. You're not dumb,
Mm.
bro. You know you're not gonna make weight. You know you're not gonna make it.
You know where I would have gave him a pass when he was talking to Abdullah. Had he said, "Hey man, young buck, man, I'm gonna see you at 140. I'm gonna see you at
Type
140.
shit, yeah, type
Whenever,
shit.
I'm moving up to 140 soon, knowing that he gonna miss weight. He didn't have to say he was missing that day, but he said, knowing I'm moving up to 140 soon. So I'm not gonna see you at 135, young buck. But when you bring your ass to 140, we can
I'm
get
gonna
it
carry
cracking."
your ass. Absolutely, yeah. He would said that. Now that probably would have had like little people would have probably like raised their eyebrows just a little bit just because like they like this your first title defense at 135. What are you trying to say? But yeah, because you're not gonna make weight, bro. Like
You
you
already
know
know
you're
you're
gonna.
not gonna make weight. So what who cares if the eyebrows would have got raised?
Yeah, you know damn
You
well
knew
you're
you
not
weren't
gonna
making
make weight.
weight.
You know you're not. You 4 pounds. That's the person that knows they're not gonna make weight. If it's like a half a pound or a pound over, that might be a different weight. 4 pounds, you knew damn well you weren't gonna make weight. You
I
knew
think
you
I
weren't.
think it I think it was like 4.3, 4.4, something like
That's
that.
what I'm
So
saying.
he
Something
was
like that. You
yeah,
know
he
you're
was
not
way
making weight,
off.
though. You're not gonna make weight.
Shit. I think that's where I had the issue with it, man. And I'm like, man, look, I'm not gonna drag him. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people would like to drag him, but I can't drag him. You know what I'm saying? What's
Yeah,
going
no.
on 903 boxing, man? I think Keyshawn, man, by the way, hold up, man. Hold up, man. Hold up, 903, bro. Hey, Keyshawn would not beat Africa, man. Let me just go ahead and start there, bro. Keyshawn will not beat
That's
Africa, bro.
wild, crazy. Yeah, we
You know what I'm
gotta.
saying?
Yeah, I wish we would have seen this fight with him and Santos. Santos is a tough dude, bro. I wish that fight would have happened, man. God damn, yo. Shout out to Santos. At least he got his full purse. He ain't even had to touch the ring. He
Yeah.
got his full purse, bro. But I don't know, bro. We got to see him at 135 still, man. He got hitters at 135. He still got Tank, Shakur, still
Mm-hmm.
got Santos. No one retires. You still got hitters at 135. Like, but who knows,
How
bro?
Keyshawn gonna call out at Dula knowing he wasn't fighting 135 more. That call that was all cat. Didn't I just say that?
Yeah,
Didn't
pretty
I just
much.
say that?
Pretty much.
I said, hey, I'm not gonna crucify the man, but goddamn, bro, you could have been like, man, I'll repeat myself, man. I'm like, hey, you could have been like, yo, young buck, man. When I get to, I'm going to 140 soon, man. You come up to 140, we can get it cracking. All that other
Yeah,
shit he said, I just couldn't fuck with it, man. I couldn't
me
fuck with it.
neither.
What's going on, Shawwa?
Damn, it's like now, Abdullah Mason, he's the main event in Norfolk, Virginia. It's kind of like, damn, it's kind of a damper for everybody that paid tickets to see him fight at Norfolk, Virginia. Nobody, I mean, people know Abdullah, but people really came to see Keyshawn. So it's like, man, that's a letdown, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's a big ass letdown, bro.
Yeah, me and I don't three think alike, except for on this fight. Africa gonna Africa gonna beat the shit out of Keyshawn.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he got a tough fight too. He got to fight Cambosa, so we got to see him get through
Man, he
Cambosa.
go, bro, he gonna mess around and stop Cambosos, bro.
I believe it too, but listen. There've been a lot of upsets in boxing this year, bro. It's been a shitload of upsets, man, and that would make boxing great, bro. That's what makes boxing great. So we don't know. We said the same thing about Cambosa when he fought Teofimo. That shocked the fuck out of me. We don't know what might happen. We don't know.
Hmm. All right, they are willing to refight. Wait a minute, they ain't catch me by surprise, man.
Yeah, yeah, they all want to refund everybody.
Hey, ask BFTB who what I told him when Cambosos was facing Tio. I'm probably the only man on planet Earth
You was going for
that
Cambosis?
that said that Cambosos was going to beat him.
Wow. Okay, you damn sure was like probably the bare minimum.
Well, the
You
thing about
definitely
it
was.
was he was down here training. I was seeing everything here.
And he won't do it. Okay, see you had first hand view. That's why. That's why you had
Yes,
first. Okay, you seen everything he was doing. Okay, so that's a different ball
yes,
game.
yes,
We don't
yes.
know. The majority don't know shit that was going on. So we all thinking Tio finna whoop his ass. But yeah, no, I didn't. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But we don't know what's about to happen right now because we don't know how
Hey,
Cambosis look like.
BFTV acknowledged it on several of his lives. Yo, Kano was right, man. He the only one who said this shit.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, he used to train down here with the same trainer that Xander Zayas has.
Yeah. That'd
Javier
be the thing
Centeno,
about
which by
switching
the
trainers.
way,
That's
which
well, he
by the
think he
what,
won't train about so
what
he won't train with his dad.
no, he was training with Javier Centeno for that fight. But let me give you the rest of the thing. Why he's not no longer training here and all that. He owes that trainer over $1 million, bro. That's why he's
Damn.
damn left.
I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie. See, he probably was mad, and that's the same thing I did with my one of my coaches. I paid him 3.5 because he was barely in camp. I paid him 3.5% of what I owed him. I mean, I'm like, man, you weren't there, man, during the whole camp, bro.
Oh, bro. Hey, don't talk to me about trainers, especially managers, bro.
You that man, dog. You kind of you the man, dog. But it be like that, man. When you switch
You
trainers,
know
yeah,
how I
I
feel
know.
about your manager, man. I mean, you know.
Man, listen. He done got me all these deals and stuff like that, man. You know, he done help me out bounce back, man. He done help me bounce back and some more stuff. So we about to I got some big plans coming up in August, man. We got another date in August too, man. This is
Yeah,
gonna be the
man.
comeback again. We ain't stopping. This shit don't stop at all, bro.
I feel you, man. But hey, man, listen, man. You already know I had my reasons, and I was all in my right, by the way. You know I was right.
Yeah. I
But
let us see y'all. I let us see y'all
hey,
squabble.
man.
That'd be funny.
Hey, you was the ace in the hole. You saved his life.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. And I'm like, man, I'm a chronic instigator, but I'm like, man, hey, damn, Kano,
Yeah,
come on,
yeah.
man. I feel you. I know,
Yeah,
bro.
it's all good, man. But let me go ahead and address 903, man. What's going on, Joe Townsend and everybody else? Yeah, I didn't like Cambosos to begin with. I just knew that he was gonna beat Tio that night. Okay.
Yeah,
Um, Now when we're starting to talking about, I didn't like the Cambosos fight either for Little Africa. You know what I'm saying? I didn't
yeah,
until Eric Roman Sr. explained to me, like, Tio's fighting over here, Subriel's fighting over here, such and such is fighting over here. What else was there for him to do
yeah,
other than stay inactive? He had to get something.
pretty much.
So, and that's how that came about, which I didn't know until I started digging in, to the people that are around that camp and around that, trainers, managers, and because Lowe's know I know everybody over there. I know
Yeah,
all of these
you know everybody.
motherfuckers.
You know everybody.
And that's how that ended up happening, man. I know that there was a lot of back and forth with them on Twitter and all that, where they were talking shit back and forth. But at the end of the day, that's the reason that happened. What's going on, Drew Titan? Geo James. Let me see. Yo, they try. You know what the chat is good for, man. They're good for making me jump around on topics,
On
bro. Let
top
me
of the topic,
see.
you go jump on top of the topic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He knew he wasn't
Mm.
gonna make weight and had the nerve to bring
Yeah,
Mike
he brought
Vick
Mike
and
Vick
Al
out
Iverson
nice
into
and
this.
too.
You got I don't know, bro. I'm telling you something, man. I'm starting to think that Keyshawn's nutritionist might have been Bomac coming in 4.5 pounds over.
Hey, goddamn. Bomac is a great trainer. He is very overweight, but he is a great trainer, yo.
You're
That
a
is a
great trainer, but he shouldn't have never been the nutritionist.
man. I don't see how somebody can miss weight by 4.3%. I don't that is mad crazy, bro. That I've seen people miss weight by 1 pound,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
4 pounds, you knew you were not going to make weight. It's 1,000% you knew that. You knew you weren't.
yeah. Bruh.
That's
I'm telling
wild.
you, bro. Bomac was the nutritionist, bro.
That nigga
I
eat
gotta
good
call
in
hey,
camp.
I gotta call him Keyshawn out of business, man, for right now, bro.
Yeah.
Keyshawn out of business Davis, bro. I'm sorry, dog. Like I hate to
Man.
do him like that because I think he a phenomenal fighter, but
Yeah. He is a phenomenal fighter, man. On his first tower defense is crazy, man. That's just damn, man. I'm glad. Listen, I was going to go to that fight too. I'm so glad I didn't go, bro. I'm so glad I was like an inch away from going. I'm like, I can go to Virginia, go see my mom. I'm like, man, hell no, I'm glad I didn't go, man. Damn, I really that was disappointing, bro.
But now that we know that Keyshawn going to 140, man, who should he fight
At
first going into
140,
140, man? Who you think that that like
I mean, what? So all right, Devin, you got Devin, you got Ryan, you got no. Ryan's at 147 right now, right?
so is Devin.
They both in the 147. Okay, yeah, they both in the 147. Well, you got T.O., you got Arnold.
A- We
Yeah,
got
T.O., you got
Africa,
Arnold. Africa. They and Kim Boston, but they got a fight going on. Who else you have?
Matias,
Who?
Subriel
Matias, yeah,
Matias.
yeah, Matias. Well, I mean, doesn't he got a fight too coming up? He,
Yeah.
Matias got a fight coming up too. Um, damn, who else? 140 used to be. It was not
Frank
it's
Martin.
open now.
Frank Martin.
Frank
Hey,
Martin. Frank Martin. Frank Martin. That's
hey,
a perfect fight. Frank
that's the
Martin is a
perfect
perfect.
fight right there,
Frank Martin.
man.
Frank Martin. Frank Martin. That's perfect.
Oh
That's
man,
a
Joe
perfect fight
Thompson.
right
I'm
there.
glad you said that. That is it right there. That's the match.
Frank
That's the
Martin.
matchup.
Frank Martin. That's yeah.
Especially when a couple of years ago they had that damn, I hate when that do that, man. Hold on. I put my hands up and it zoomed in on me, man. You saw that shit?
Oh yeah, that was like that threw me off like that. That's the Dirk camera effect. That was dramatic as hell. Ain't no way, bro.
Yo, look, check it out. I put my
Yeah.
hand up like that.
That was like something that if you said something you were about to say, I thought you were about to say something exclusive and it just yeah.
Let me keep my hands down. Cause that damn thing got sensitive on me, bro.
Oh shit, that's
It
funny.
zoomed me in like quick, bro, man.
Hey,
Yo, especially since a couple of years ago. You remember that back and forth they had?
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the perfect comeback at 140 for the both of them. Because ain't Frank Martin coming? He coming back sometime this year, correct?
At 140, man. He already said, hey, Keyshawn, I'll fight you.
They need
He
to.
already
Why
on
not?
record, man.
I'm surprised Frank Martin ain't fought yet. God damn, he ain't fought since Javante.
Man, is Spence still his promoter?
Doesn't he? He was Al Hammond, correct?
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, we gotta do but you know how this game is, man. If you don't have the right, the people on you that's gonna push the buttons, man, you're not gonna get fights.
Pretty much. Or people just they might the money not maybe the money not talking. He might want some time off, but that's a lot of time off. He had damn near a year off at this point.
The way Tank did a dog, I don't know, man. I might have had to take me a year off too. Shit. I'm
Oh,
just saying, Lowe's. I'm just saying, little break, man. Hold on, bro. I gotta rethink shit, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Frank Martin, but I'm just keeping it funky, bro. Like, bro.
oh man, he did stop the hell out of him. But hey man, they look damn like it's been a year, bro. It's been a year now. It's been a year now since he ain't been in the ring, man. It's like you damn near forget about who the hell he is and stuff at this point. It's like, damn, Frank, it's all good, man. You lose, come back, man. Bounce back, man. It's all good, man. Just get you a tune up, whatever, and then bounce back. That's it. Keep
Do
going,
you think
bro.
Frank? Right, the Frank is calling for that fight right now. Do you think he should step into that fight with Keyshawn, or do you think he should take him
Nah, take
a
something different. Take something different, just because of the fact that he got that was an ugly knockout. He knocked Tank knocked him the fuck out, and I mean we ain't seen him in a year, so we don't know. Keyshawn been busy.
mm,
Keyshawn been busy. That ain't nobody you just want to just let me just come off the you know what I'm saying, come off, not saying he on the couch, but just after a year layoff, unless you like Sugar Ray Leonard type of person where it's like you
mm.
got balls, it is what it is. But
Well, you gotta
nah,
understand. You gotta understand he is with Spence, and Spence was always one of those. I ain't taking no tune up. I'm going straight into the fire.
I'm not
So he
mad
might
at
have that mindset. He might have that mindset like
he
Spence.
may be listen, he may be, and it's all respect to any fighter that does that because that's dope. That's some real shit, man.
It's
That's
not
something.
smart to do it, but
It's not, but at the end of the day, I mean, that's what I mean. I did it when I fought Vic. It is what it is, all hearted, chase greatness. I'm
hey,
not mad at it. I hope that happens. If it does happen, hey man, may the best man win. I think it's gonna be a hard fight for the both of them. That shit ain't gonna be easy for Keyshawn. Hell no, because
nah.
Frank Mark can fight too, and he big also. So it's like you ain't fighting no small guy no more, dog.
I put my money on Keyshawn in that fight.
I would just have to see it. I would just have to see it. I'm not gonna
I'd
put
have to put my money.
nobody.
Hey, listen, man. I know a lot of folks love Frank Martin, man. Frank Martin's a good little fighter and all that.
Yeah,
I don't think he beats Keyshawn, bro. Keyshawn is too smart. He got great ring IQ,
he
great
does.
footwork. He's got length on his side. On his side, he knows how to use it well. He could crack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much. I just
But
have
I
to see.
got
I got to see it, bro. That's you never know what might happen, man. One punch, because I ain't gonna lie, Frank can't crack. And Frank is very solid. He's a solid fighter, man. Tank just got power. Tank has a lot of pop. Tank has
yeah.
that explosive power that I think he can knock anybody the fuck out with. Any and everybody the fuck out with at 135. Period. Even Keyshawn, I believe he can knock Keyshawn the fuck out. But
You know who I think is hard. You know who I think is his harder than Tank at that weight?
who?
Abdullah.
Abdullah can crack. I'm not gonna lie, dog. Abdullah, he's
Mm.
solid, dog. Abdullah is going to be the next thing. He's gonna be the next thing cooking, bro. He's gonna be, and he been knocked down before, so he been battle tested. Bro's gonna be the next thing cooking, bro. He's gonna be the next thing cooking. Stuff like that, like stuff that I seen with Abdullah when he fought his last fight. It let me know he when I don't even know if it was his last fight because he been very busy, bro. He's been
Mm.
extremely busy. Was that the last fight he got knocked down like two times, or was that
That
like
was
the
a fight
fight? Pre-
before.
That
Fight before.
he been very busy this year, bro. He been very busy. I ain't said this year, but he just been busy for like 2 years straight. Bro, just been on it, man. He been cleaning house, bro. He's been cleaning house, and
Yeah.
that's how you supposed to do. You supposed to clean house. Abdullah Mason gonna be a problem at 135, bro. I want to see him in. The Shakur went to 140. He's still at 135.
He at 135 still. Pittsburgh big dog. I see you in the building.
I'd love to see them two.
Um,
That'd be a hell of a fight. Abdullah, and Shakur, that'd be a hell of a fight right there.
I think Abdullah stops Tank, bro. Fuck the dumb shit.
Damn, you think that? I don't think that,
Yes,
bro.
man.
I'm
Yes.
not gonna lie, bro. I think he get knocked out.
Bet.
I bet on that one. I bet on that. I bet house
Bet.
on that one. I bet house on that one.
Yeah, you
I
take
bet
House. I'm going with Abdullah, bro, all day. I think
that's
Abdullah beats them all at 135 right now.
even Shakur.
All of them.
Damn, that's a hell of a. All right, man.
All
We
of
gotta
them.
see it. I don't know if we're gonna see it, but one day hopefully we do see it because he's still
Hmm.
young. He's still young, and you know how people are nowadays. Nobody want to really fight each other like that. They trying it. I ain't gonna lie, Tracksuits
Abdullah want
pushing.
all the smoke. He said he don't give a fuck.
He
Ain't no
do, but
friend. I
that
ain't
but
got no
that's
friends over here.
but that be different between Abdullah and all these other guys. That's not them. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Will Tank fight him? I don't know. I don't think Tank gonna fight anybody.
Of course he ain't gonna fight him. Of course not.
I don't think Tank will fight him, but
What
I
Abdullah tell them boys, man? How old was Mike Tyson, when he went for that title? Yeah, I'm
21.
that same age. I'm that same age. Give me that smoke. Fuck is we talking about?
I ain't gonna lie, though. Abdullah is a problem. I don't think he'll stop Tank though. But I'd love to see it. I'd love to see that shit though. I bet house on that one. If they were to ever fight, I would bet the house on Tank knock him the fuck out.
I'm betting the house on Abdullah, bro. Is you kidding me, man? Listen to this. Pittsburgh big dog in the building. Let me go ahead and introduce him right. Let me
He
introduce
said
him right to begin with.
he
But I
said
don't
listen,
agree
he
with
is not
this.
ready. He has too many
Don't agree with that.
he has to fix too many defenses right now. I feel it. That's what I'm saying. Man, to fight Tank, hey
Based
man,
on
he better
what?
be
Based
perfect, my
on what are
boy.
they saying that?
He better be perfect on that shit, my boy. He better be perfect. Cause
Based
Tank
on
gonna crack.
what? Based on what is it, Pittsburgh Big Dog? Based on what are you saying he's got too many things to fix? What? What exactly does he need to fix? I need an explanation to this, bro, because that fight you was referring to, Los,
You know he got
both of
knocked
those
down twice.
punches, yeah, both of those punches Abdullah had was holding the phone. The punch got around the guard.
Yeah, that I mean, this thing is like
It's
I
boxing. Those
believe he
kind of
got a
things
good.
are,
I
you
believe he
know.
has a good chin. I believe he has a good chin. It's just man, Tank a fucking punch, man, and Tank punch with bad ass intentions, man. He punched with bad intentions, man.
I
That
don't
shit
think
is.
he punches. I think Abdullah punches with more bad intentions than Tank.
We'll have to see that shit, bro. I
Yeah,
gotta see
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
see him
Tune
at
in.
top. I gotta see him go up another level and see what
Mm,
see what it look like. If he proves that, then hey man, never mind. You right. Because the guy he about to fight
nasty
now,
work.
we just gotta see it. We're gonna see tonight. You know, we're gonna see tonight.
Yeah,
I believe in
see,
it.
is he confusing him with a different fighter? Because I don't see Abdullah taking that many shots.
I me neither. I don't know. I don't know. I watch him and I just be watching the knockouts. And I watch some highlights. Do
I
he
don't see
take
him
that many
taking that many
shots?
shots. I don't think so. I mean, that fight where he got knocked down twice was probably the most he
That
got
was the most.
hit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was the most he ever got hit. That was the most
And
he
what
got hit.
happened after that?
He knocked him the fuck out.
After that he sold all that shit up, and I was speaking about it on my post fight. I said when the fight right after that, I said, oh, he learned from that shit. He came into this a little bit more patient. He wasn't rushing his work. He's sitting
Absolutely.
down, what we like to call downloading data. Let's see, here we go again with this bullshit,
that
bro.
shit got. That's the dramatics, man. That
You
is
know what
the
I'm saying?
dramatics.
Downloading data, right? But in reality, what it is he's getting in a rhythm, really. That's really all it means. He's
Yeah,
getting his distance, he's getting his range, he's getting the rhythm of the fight, the rhythm of the opposition, and all that. He's learned from that fight. So all of them fights after that, just look at tonight. Talk to me after the night. He's fighting
that's what I
Nakatilia.
want to see. That's what I want to
You know
see.
what I'm saying?
I believe he's gonna hurt him, but I just want to see how he looks like tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just gotta see how he look like tonight. Let's see. I believe he's
Nakatilia
gonna
can
hurt him.
punch.
I believe he's gonna hurt him
Nakatilia can
too.
punch.
He
Yeah,
can
Nakatilia
punch.
can punch now.
He can punch.
You
But can he
know?
punch like Tay? Fuck no.
Oh, no, no,
Fuck
no, no,
no.
no.
No. He
All
don't
right,
punch
let me
nowhere
see.
near as
Let me
supposed to
see.
be the same.
Let me see.
But Mason has been doing this against
Oh,
C-level fighters. He better be on his game tonight. That
oh,
old
he
man.
already called him old man. See, he's not getting credit for that fight tonight. That's what that's telling me right now. That's that you say that you say. That's all I need to see. That when he put old man on it, he ain't getting credit for that fight. He ain't gonna give him credit for that fight.
I give him
Tequila
love,
Fields, how you
man.
doing? I'm giving him credit, but
I would.
hey
I
man,
give credit. I'm not.
I know when I see the goods, I see it, man. You know what I'm saying? I say the same thing about Boots Ennis. He's the goods, bro.
pretty
I
much.
don't
I
care.
mean, well, no. I'm not. We gotta see him. Brian Norman's a goods, my boy.
Okay.
We gotta see that. We gotta see him. We don't know if
I
he the
mean,
goods or not.
yeah, we're on
I'm
opposite sides of this one too, man.
I'm team I'm team Brian Norman.
I know you is.
I'm team Brian Norman all day
I know you
long.
is. I'm Team Boots.
I'm team
Fuck out
Brian
of
Norman.
here.
Listen, well, if they were to fight, I will put the house on. I'm gonna call you,
Woo!
and I'm gonna be at the fight. I put
No,
the
then you ain't
house
gotta
on my
call me
boy.
then. Let's just both go to the goddamn fight
We
then.
can both, and I'm gonna laugh at your ass when he beat the dog shit out of Boots. When Brian beat the dog shit out of Boots, I'm gonna tell everybody I told y'all what was gonna happen. I told y'all. But Brian got a fight coming up next week, so ATL ho, they already know what the fuck going on.
I already knew you was gonna say Team Norman, man. Cause you over there with Tay Jones and all them folks
um,
over there in ATL.
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
I get
ride.
it.
I'm gonna ride with Lil B until the wheel fall off. I ain't fuck that. Man. I'm gonna ride with Lil B all day
Oh, hey,
long.
hey, look. Pittsburgh Big Dog agreed with me on this one, but he didn't agree with me on Mason, though. Boosie is different, bro. I get it, man. Yeah,
We
you
gonna
gotta
see
be.
it.
Hey, listen, bro. I ain't mad at you. You gotta be loyal to the home team, bro. I get it. I get it,
I'm
bro.
definitely loyal.
I
I'm
get
loyal.
it,
I'm
man.
loyal to the soil. I ain't even
You
tripping nothing
know,
about it.
you know what I'm
We
saying?
gonna see we gonna see little Brian face a little Japanese guy over there. He gonna beat the dog shit out of him. And then what people gonna say at that point?
Well, see, this the thing with me, Lowe's. I like them both.
Me too. I like them both. I
I
ain't
like
mad
them
at I ain't
both,
mad at
man.
Boots.
You know what I'm saying? I like them both. It's just that, if they fight, I got to make a pick, and I'm going to pick Boots. But I like them both.
I mean, look, and that's fair. That's the part of sports we gotta do. If I'm a ride for the Falcons and you riding for Pittsburgh Steelers, it is what it is. I ain't tripping.
But wait. That's a bad comparison because Atlanta ain't never had a team, bro. Stop it,
Hey
bro.
man, listen, I'm still gonna ride with the Falcons. I'm gonna ride with the Falcons until the wheel fall off. Win, lose, or draw. I'm riding with them Falcons. I'm riding with them birds. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna ride with Brian. I'm gonna stay with Brian. You know what I'm saying? Him and his daddy, niggas, shit. I watch them train every day when I be in the gym. So them niggas, they be getting, they grinding. They grinding for that one. Believe that. Believe that shit.
I
Boost gonna
believe
get
it.
Boost gonna get his ass whooped. I'm telling you that much.
Oh, man. Shit, he should have took that offer then last time, goddamn
Hey
shit.
man, what offer we talking about? They ain't see no offer. What you mean?
Okay.
Hey, look, they been telling the story for a long time. They told me the story too, man.
I, I call Cap.
We gonna see it. Look, once Brian get through with the little Japanese guy, we gonna see what time it is, man. We gonna see what time it is, bro. That's
What
all
kind of
I'm.
champion? What kind of champion go to Japan? You the champion. You make the motherfucking
Why
Japanese
not?
come to
It's more
you.
money over there. It's more money
Come to
over there
you,
than over
bro.
here.
Come
It's more
on,
money over
bro.
there. That Japanese dude is, I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? LeBron, I believe he can sell, but he's not gonna be able to sell like that. So he go over there. Why not? Shit, that's millions of dollars over there.
He could have did that in ATL.
No. Not gonna say he
Oh
can't. I'm
Lord.
not gonna say he cannot, but it's way more money over there in Japan. I go over there. Hell yeah. It's way more money. Man, come on, man. All them Japanese dudes, they be paying like a mug, man.
I don't respect it at all, bro. Brian Norman got to be careful. I heard his dad on Drew Show, and there is no drug testing in the Japanese fight. His opponent is going to be on some super soldier serum, and on top of that, they're allowed to damn stack their damn raps the way they want. That's why Inoue loves to fight over there.
I'm not gonna lie. Listen. I was saying the same thing. Like Inoue when he fought Ramon out here, he did not look like Inoue. Not saying he not strong, but he did not look like Inoue when he fight in
Mhm.
Japan, dog. I'm not. That's the only thing that scared me about fighting in Japan is it's something over there, bro. It's something. I don't know what they got cracking over there, but Inoue be looking super strong when he fight in Japan, bro.
Mhm.
But when he came out here to Vegas. He didn't look. He looked strong, but he didn't look that strong.
Yeah. And see, that's just my point, man. My whole thing is, yeah, I get it. I get about the money. I get all that, Los. I just don't respect it, bro, man. I'm like, dog, man. If I'm the champ, I'm like, man, fuck all that. Y'all coming over here. You want the
Yeah,
strap? Come get it.
I
We
mean, I
fighting
feel
over here. I'm just going to have to roll the dice over here and hope I do sell out. I think he would have sold out in Atlanta. You know how many of us would have pulled up for that shit?
yeah.
Atlanta right around the corner, bro.
I just think that I just think they probably
I'd have
won the
pulled
first
up for
bid.
that. I would have pulled up to Atlanta for that.
They probably won the first bid type of thing like that. Japanese they be having that money over there, so they probably were
I
like,
don't trust him.
shit. Me
I don't
neither.
trust
I'm
him.
not gonna lie. Me neither. Me neither. I don't neither. I really don't neither, bro. After the anime performance, I don't neither, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I be thinking that them dudes over there really be taking drugs over there, 100%. I don't care to call my bluff, but I really be thinking they be popping out. I know they don't drug test over there neither.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, let me get this off my chest while it's freshly on my mind, bro. I am so motherfucking glad, so happy that Lomachenko is out of the game.
Why? I
I
was sad. I was like,
sad,
I wanted to see Lomachenko fight at least two more times. At least two more
man.
times.
Shit. I ain't never seen somebody 15, 16, and 3 being celebrated so much in my life.
Me neither. Me neither.
Overrated, overrated motherfucker, bro.
Whoa, whoa! How
Yep.
he beat Gary Russell in his third fight,
Hmm.
fourth or third fight, one of them two.
I don't care. Overrated, bro. Overrated.
Man,
You take away his movement, man, and he's nothing, bro. You look at the people that beat him. That's the same thing they did. They stepped when he stepped, step when he stepped, step when he stepped. Yeah, you ain't getting all this little spin-off shit off of me. It's not that hard of a game plan to put together against him, bro.
yeah,
Yes, a lot of people was just fooled by it or were intimidated by him or going to the
that's the
ring and
word.
scared of
Intimidated.
him.
It was intimidated by him. They was already intimidated before they got stepped in the ring.
Yeah,
The
man.
Nomaschenko, the Nomaschenko,
Yeah, man.
the
Come on, man.
Nomaschenko.
Come on, man.
Man,
I'm
I ain't
glad
gonna
he's out of
lie.
the game.
Lomachenko had some good fights. He had some great fights, bro. You guys just, I mean, he first
I just
popped in the
don't.
game, bro. I was like, damn, this motherfucker can fight, bro.
I just don't fuck with him, dog, at all.
I feel it, man. I love Mama
Uh,
Chico, man. He's
yeah.
definitely a Hall of Famer, bro. Bro is definitely a Hall of Famer. When he fought Teofimo, I knew Tio was gonna beat him, but then that once the ninth round hit, when Loma Chico started picking up, I was like, oh, I hope Tio don't get hurt. I hope Tio don't get hurt, bro. I hope he don't get hurt.
Loma just held up the division. He knew he was going to retire last year. Great fighter, but he needed to take that tank fight.
Yeah, yeah, that I'm not gonna lie. I wish they would have. Damn, I wish they would have fought. I remember back then when Tank was being promoted by Mayweather and Mayweather threw him to Tank to Lomachenko. I really would love this. I would have loved to see that fight. That's why I was like, damn, I hope that nigga stay in, man. Just at least give us that Tank and Lomachenko fight, regardless of however the outcome would have been. I still believe Lomachenko would have gave Tank a problem.
Let me
I
ask this though. Let me ask this though. You think they would have gave Tank credit for Lomachenko at his age right now?
yeah, because he beat the dog shit out of Kambosos. And then when he fought Devin, he technically beat Devin too.
I don't
Lomachenko
think
not
I
like
didn't.
he's not a damaged fighter. He's not really a damaged fighter like that.
Whoa, 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 whoa. They technically beat Devin. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did, man. Come on, man. Stop it. Yes, he did.
Man,
Technically,
what
he
fight was
did.
you watching, Los?
I'm watching them fight. I watch fights on mute. I don't like hearing it. I don't like hearing the commentators, man. I'm
Oh my
watching.
God.
It's on YouTube. It's on. Anybody can agree. Listen, man, he beat Devin. I don't care. I'm not the biggest Lomachenko fan, but he did beat Devin. Like, damn, he was going nuts on Devin, dog. He was going nuts on Devin. I'm like, damn, this dude can fight his ass off, bro. Lomachenko did not lose a step, man. He might have gotten
Cap,
older, but he didn't lose a
cap,
step at all, bro.
cap.
He didn't lose a step, man. He was really giving. He was giving,
Los,
man.
that's cap, bro. That's cap, Los.
Hey man, hey look, don't shoot the message. I'm just the guy that watched the fight, bro. I'm just the guy that watched the fight on mute. And I'm just watching. I'm just like, damn.
You
I'm
ain't
just
see the
watching.
body shots. You ain't see the body shots, man. That man, come on, bro.
No, I seen it,
Oh,
but dog, Lomachenko hit man. He hit him with two left hands, bro. That shit was lethal, bro. Let's
Devin
go,
broke Loma's
man.
ribs and sent him to the hospital. Stop the cap.
Man, y'all just riding with Devin, bro, and I'm not mad at it neither, blood.
Wait
But
a minute,
no,
bro. But listen, bro. Hold up, man. You do know that I'm not like. I mean, I like Devin Haney. I do.
Yeah,
But you know that's not my favorite fighter, right?
I feel it, but I'm just saying. I'm saying when I watch the fight,
He's starting to grow on me a lot more now because of all the shit that people are trying to put him through. So he's starting to grow on me even more.
I feel it.
I
I'm not.
always
I'm
liked
not the
him.
biggest. I'm not the
I
biggest Devin
always
fan at
liked him, but I
all.
was a Shakur fan, right? I'm a bigger
Yeah.
Shakur fan than I am. Uh, uh, but the way they're treating him, yeah, I'm starting to, he's
I mean,
starting to
because
grow
look
on
what
me.
he
You know what I'm
did,
saying?
man. Look what he did. Like listen, man, with the whole Ryan situation, right? I'm not mad at you for hitting Ryan with the whole, you know what I'm saying, with the allegations. But it's like you lawsuit and then you pulled out on a lawsuit. You already want to go through it at this point. You already sued him. Just go through it. You already, you already going. You already
Well,
telling.
because they negotiated the lawsuit thing if they were going to rematch, and then now that he pulled it out because he thought he was going to rematch him, now Ryan don't want to fight him again. Come on, bro.
Man, Ryan, I mean, because
Come
man,
on, bro.
Ryan,
You
Ryan,
can't have it both ways, man. When people say, oh man, a lot of situations that happen in boxing, man, they should have sued him. They should have took him to court. They should have did this. And then the moment Devin Haney does it, oh, why is he doing that?
yeah.
You
I'm
see
gonna
what I'm
just,
saying?
man, listen, man. All I'm gonna say is Devin's cool. His last performance was very trash. That shit was hella boring. But by
Oh
him, no,
man,
by him and Ramirez. Him and Ramirez. I don't care. Both of them,
man,
that
bro.
was a very
You
boring
killing
fight.
me, Lowe's. You killing me,
I
Lowe's.
don't care that I definitely turned the TV off at that point and to the point where I wanted to see Ryan fight. Because that was a very, very boring
What happened to
performance.
Ryan? What happened to Ryan?
Ryan got knocked down, but that was a
Oh
little
man,
more exciting. That was
got his
boring
ass
too.
beat, man.
That he got his ass whooped, but that was a little more boring. That was boring too. But the Devin Ramirez, that was very boring. That was like, wow.
Well,
Okay, let me turn this shit off, bro. This kind of
Is Ramirez a professional or what? Does he not know how to cut a ring off? That's
I
his
that's what I
fault.
said. I said on both sides. I didn't say just on Devin. I said both. Ramirez didn't do shit
Oh,
neither.
yeah,
That he
well.
didn't do shit neither, and Devin didn't
Oh
do
no, no,
shit.
no,
So that was
no.
just
Dev did what he had to do to win. Ramirez didn't do shit. Didn't risk nothing to get nothing.
ain't both ain't real shit, man. Come on, man. What
Oh
y'all
Lord,
watching, man?
Lowe's,
What
Lowe's,
y'all?
Lowe's.
Well, I'll play devil's advocate. He didn't do shit neither.
Oh
He just moved around
Lord,
the ring.
Lord.
That's it. I don't
All
care. I watched it. I watched it. I'm like, yo, this has got to be the most boring fight.
right, bro. Listen, man. I ain't
This
gonna
is the
argue with you,
most.
man. I ain't gonna argue with you about that night of boxing, man. But what I will say is this, though. I think, and this is just my opinion, okay? I think that the fact that they did that shit where they did it at, downtown New York, or whatever the fuck they
In
call
the
that
middle
shit
of
in New
nowhere,
York,
in the middle of the
in the
street,
middle of
middle of the street.
nowhere, not that,
Still ain't
hardly
middle of
nobody,
nowhere, but it's middle of the street, middle of Times Square. It's crazy.
okay, hardly no crowd. It
But
felt like the COVID fights with
no,
no
no, I
crowd.
ain't gonna lie. The COVID fights were like you had nobody in the crowd. They had a bunch of rich folk, and it wasn't like the fans
It
in the
wasn't a
crowd like
lot. It wasn't.
screaming.
It wasn't. If you're a fighter, Los, you're a fighter. You go into
Yeah,
something like that, and you're like, you don't get no energy off of that because there's nobody hardly there.
ain't no but reporters there and
Do
stuff.
Do you not think that that played a part? I mean, I'm talking about for the whole night. I'm not talking about a specific fight.
Did he fight during COVID? I know Tio fought during COVID. I know
No,
Arnold fought
I
during
don't think
COVID.
so. I don't think
I
he
don't know if
did.
Devin fought. I don't know if Devin fought during the bubble season segment.
I don't think he fought in the bubble. But I'm
I
just saying,
don't.
don't you think that that takes a little bit? It takes a little bit out of you, man. It does, man. And I think that affected the whole night. And I'm not talking about one fight. I'm talking about the whole venue.
Maybe, maybe, maybe.
The whole venue felt dead to me. The whole venue felt dead to me.
Maybe, but then again, maybe not because I mean they have been doing this for a minute, so it's like I guess they're used to it. I just think
Ah,
Devin just came with a plan. Just I'm gonna move, stick and move, but the way he was just really moving and sticking and then moving and moving, sticking.
mm.
Ramirez didn't cut the ring off at all. He was just big trash on the way he was doing. That whole car was trash, yo. That whole car was trash until in a way and Ramon fought. That whole car, that whole even who else fought the next day after that? Somebody else fought the next day after
I
that.
have no idea because I didn't watch boxing the next day.
Okay, that whole car was everything was trash that weekend. Besides, in a way, everything was trash that weekend.
That was the biggest trash of the whole weekend. Inoue.
That was the biggest trash. That was a good ass
Yeah.
fight.
It was so much trash, I didn't even tune in.
Well, you missed a good fight then. You missed that was a good fight. I give it
I
that.
ain't
That was
missed
a
nothing,
good ass
bro.
fight.
Bro,
That
I'm
was
not
a
watching no. Hey, bro, I'm not watching no Japanese fight, bro.
that was he could fight. What you mean?
I ain't watching no Jap fight, bro. I'm gonna say it like that. Raw, uncut, unedited.
I ain't
I don't give a
mad at
fuck
I
how they
listen.
feel, bro.
I'm not mad at you. Like me saying I ain't watching no Mexicans fight.
Yeah,
Man,
that's
what the
it.
I'm it's a fight. I like hey look, I was just hoping that Ramon
Bro,
looked
I'm
good.
not even watching the Brian Norman fight. Why? Because it's in Japan. I refuse to, bro.
Now that fight, I'm not gonna.
And I fuck with
I might watch
Norman.
the highlights. I might watch the highlights because it's probably gonna air like 6:30 in the morning.
I can't do it, bro.
That's gonna
I
be.
can't do it, bro. I just can't do it. And I fuck with Brian Norman. But the simple fact that he took that fight and is going to Japan, I'm not supporting that, bro. I'm not. I don't give a fuck what
I,
nobody say about it.
I ain't gonna let that.
I'm not
I'm not gonna.
supporting that.
That is a flight risk that he took. That is a flight risk because, but I'm glad they went out there early because the jet lag is very real. That shit is very real. Jet lag is extremely fucking real.
Mm, it
Jet
is.
lag is very, very real. And then you find on somebody else's turf. That is very that nigga's very but that little dude is very used to that shit. Whatever his name is, he's very used to that shit. And he can fight. So, he took the risk, man. You know what I'm saying? No risk, no rewards, man. That's it. No risk, no rewards.
Yo, Shawa, I'm not watching that fight. I know you sitting in there saying yes, the hell you are, but I'm not watching that fight, bro.
Man,
Shout out to Brian Norman, senior and junior, but I'm not watching that shit in Japan. I'm not doing it.
man, we gotta
I'm not
support
doing it, man.
we gotta
I
support
was not.
America, man.
Bro. No, because I was against it. I said if he takes that fight and fights that Japanese, I'm not supporting it. That was before they signed it. When they signed it, I say, hey, I ain't fucking with it, bro.
Yeah.
It could be taken however anybody want to take it. They can take it however they want to take it.
I
I
kind
don't
of was
agree with
nervous
it.
of I feel you. I was kind of nervous. I'm like, damn, you about to go to Japan and shit. That's like, are
Yeah,
you gonna have jet? I mean, luckily they went out there like 2 weeks before, so they got, you know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be able to understand the jet lag of everything because that shit is very real, dog. I felt that when I was in LA. That shit is very real, dog.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
then you over there in Japan, you in that turf in his home, even though they're respectful people over there, you still in his home. And I know they don't drug test. I know 100% they don't drug test over there. They do not. I don't give a fuck. I believe all them Japanese dudes out there doing drugs. I believe they got some shit going on over there, bro. Because they've been dominating. They've been dominating. They've been coming in the game and dominating over the past couple of years. They ain't
Mm,
been dominating like where the fuck were they 10 years ago?
mm. I see Tarver's name in the man. Let me tell you, Antonio Tarver's one funny dude. You know,
Yeah.
he's a strange dude, bro. He's a strange dude. One day he says some good shit, then the next day he says some wild off the wall shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with this man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, and I was sitting next to him in the what fight card was that? Emma Williams, and then Belanga was on that card as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting right next to him, like next to him. He was to my left and shit, man, and he was videoing the damn Berlanga fight. He's real high on Berlanga, by the way. Real high on Berlanga. I don't.
Belanga's cool. I like Belanga.
Yeah, real high on him, man, and shit. But I always got to drop a little nugget in there anytime I get a chance to. You know what I'm saying? So
You gotta be kind of you just gotta be
yeah, I
kind
gotta be
of
kind of yeah, 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 yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta
So
be kind of
I turned and looked at him. I said, man, I see you recording all that and all that shit, right, man? But I said, I wouldn't mind seeing Berlanga fight Kevin Newman.
I would too. I ain't gonna lie. Kid need to give Kevin Newman a chance, bro. I would love to see that fight.
Antonio Tarver stopped. He looked at me, stayed silent for about a good 10 seconds, looked up. Man, that's a good fight. I said,
Man,
I
I ain't gonna
know.
lie. Berlanga, he's cool. His last
You know.
opponent was I don't know what the fuck. That shit, yeah. This last opponent was a what the
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah, yeah. He didn't want to fight him. He didn't want to fight him. He didn't want
I,
to fight him. That was Eddie Hearn that threw it on him.
I'm pretty sure it was, but
That
that was
was.
a
I know
what
for
the
sure.
fuck
I know. I
situation.
know. Trust me. I know for a fact. They used to spar, man, back in the day and all that shit. Edgar did not want to fight that dude. That was
That is
the last fight on the contract, and Eddie just kind of wanted to shit on him.
that was a yeah
It's
that
kind
was
of
a shit on
bullshit,
you.
you know.
That was a shit on you kind of fight. That was like a
Yeah.
damn. I looked at this dude the way I'm like, yo, this dude look like he don't train at all, bro. Like
That missing
wow.
weight by a pound and a half and shit like that. But like I did that on purpose just so he can pay his friend a little extra for fighting him because he didn't want to fight that dude, bro.
I wouldn't either, bro. Just looking
You
at
know what I'm
him,
saying?
he looked like he was. He looked like he was like kind of slow. He just came from prison.
Mm,
I'm like, damn,
yeah.
dog. Yeah, just get that man some money, man. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him picking up a check. I'm
And you
not
know
mad
what's
at him getting a
bad?
check.
That dude used to be the shit though.
I
Back in the
believe
day,
it.
that dude used to be the shit, man.
I believe it. I believe it. You know, the streets
You
probably took
know?
him over, and he went to prison. He needed that check. Hell yeah, he
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
good hefty
yeah.
check, my nigga. He got a
Yep, he needed.
good hefty check. He's straight now at this
Mm,
point. He's good. He ain't straight for
yeah,
life, but he's straight now. He got him a good hefty check. Probably got him a good 60, 70K. Son, he good now.
man. Shit, I just wish Caleb Plant would have gave Kevin Newman a chance too. Cause I mean, shit, they had history, man. Like that should have been happened a long time ago. And I
Yeah,
hate the argument that people tell me, oh man, well, Kevin has to do something. Kevin has to do something. I said, did McCumbie do something? Did Resendez do something?
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
I
what
could
you
see
saying.
if Caleb was fighting somebody like a big name, I'd be like, okay, cool. But you
Yeah.
fought McCumbie and then you fought Resendez.
That's the thing about boxing, man. That's the thing
You know
about
what I'm saying?
the boxing organization is like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like people don't know what they want, and then when fighters do what they do, people just are like whatever with it. And then when somebody else say, "Oh, I think this guy that you technically know wants to fight somebody," oh, what did he do? But this guy you don't know, he fights this guy, then you're cool with it. It's like I don't. It's like an oxymoron, bro. It's kind of weird, man. That's the
Right,
thing about boxing. Like
right.
you don't
And
know
the
him,
thing,
so you're cool with that. But this guy you know, and everybody else knows. But what has he done today? What has he done? Who gives a fuck? It's just a fight, bro. Let's see an entertaining fight. Who
well,
cares?
but see, the thing about it is though, they have history. They've been in spar wars before and all that other
Yeah,
shit. People in the boxing world knew about all of this shit, right? People in the circles knew about this shit. That fight would have did well.
I believe it.
It
'Cause
would have
I ain't
did
gonna lie,
better
Kevin
than
Lee know.
McCumbie.
He
It would have,
know.
yeah.
I knew who the hell
Yes,
McCumbee was. I know who the fuck McCumbee was, man. Until that fight,
exactly.
I know Kevin Noonan.
Exactly.
Know. I know him. People just need to give these people their fair dues and stuff. But you know, that's a high risk, man. That's a high risk Caleb Plant went to. Because I mean, look what happened when he fought old boy over the weekend. We
Yeah,
didn't see that happen.
Resendez.
We didn't see that happen. I thought he was gonna win. It's an upset that happened, bro. That's what I'm saying. Boxing is all about upsets. You don't know what's about to happen. You think it's sweet, and then it's not sweet on the other side, bro.
And let me tell you how much of a stand-up dude Kevin is because I know Kevin Newman personally. That's like my
Yeah.
homie and shit like
But he
that,
trained out
man.
Florida, right? He trained out
You
Florida now,
piss,
right?
yeah. He was like, "Hey, man, you know, Kano, I know that I should have got that fight instead of McCumbie, but McCumbie a good little fighter though, man. He did give McCumbie credit before the
Yeah.
fight happened. He said, man, McCumbie could fight though, man. Kano, he could fight. He could fight. I don't think he beats Caleb, but he could fight. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You know, but he was raising his, Kevin Newman was asking for that fight before Caleb found that replacement. And
Yeah.
Caleb didn't look his way. You know what I'm saying?
For
That's
sure.
why I was so upset about it. You know what I'm saying? And but like I said, man, Newman's a stand-up dude, man. You know, he's
He
like, yeah,
is.
man, he a tough fighter though. He a tough fighter. I don't know if he's on, you know. I mean, Newman fought him in the amateurs and beat him. You know, McCumbie.
Yeah.
So he knew who Resendez was. He knows, but Kevin be all over the world though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kevin, he been around the block. He was at Mayweather gyms. I'm pretty sure he saw everybody at Mayweather gyms.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
he's seen everybody, but he done seen it all. So at the end of the day, that would have been a hell of a fight. One day he's gonna get his just dues. He's gonna get his just dues. I believe every fight gonna get their just dues. At least once in their career, they're gonna get it.
Mhm.
Including myself. Everybody gonna get their just dues. It just take a matter of timing. You gotta go through the motion. Fighting is fighting. Fighting just like life. So he's just gonna have to just go through all the bullshit right now that he's going through. And then once he get back on that top spot, boom, it's over with.
Yeah, the only thing, and I told him this, I've talked to him all the time. I'm like, the only thing that concerns me with him is him not getting a shot yet, and he ain't getting younger. You know what I'm saying? Because he up
Pretty
there, he's
much.
starting to get up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's my fear with him. But regardless of that, that's still my brother. Regardless at the end of the day, but that's the one thing that sticks out to me, man. I'm like, man, he's gonna keep aging, and somebody
What's
has to
your
give him
last
a
time he
shot.
fought?
He fought about a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
he
So the
fought in a
same dude.
very, very small venue, DHP venue that they held, a small one.
Yeah.
Uh, but it wasn't the greatest fight for him at all because he was fighting a cruiserweight. The guy came in way over and all that, and he's like,
Yeah.
fuck, man, I'm just gonna fight him anyway. And he kind of like boxed him. You know what I'm saying? He kind of stayed on
Yeah.
the outside and boxed him. Because you fighting somebody that heavy, man. You can't just sit
Can't
up
just
in there
bang
and
with him.
bang.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah,
bang with
yeah.
him.
So the fight looked a little bit, sloppy to say the least, but I understood why, and he just wanted to stay active. If it
Yeah.
was up to me, I would have told him not to even fight the dude after he came in that big, But you know how y'all are, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all get
man. You just
y'all
want to
get there,
fight,
y'all want
dog.
to, yeah.
You just want to fight. That's why I'm about to go back down. I've been not fighting at 126. I'm gonna go back down to 122. I ain't finna keep doing that, man. I know I can't. I know I'm too small for 126. I'm going back down to 122. I'm too
And
small
that's
for it.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I told you on the phone. What, a couple weeks ago? I said, bro, man. I
Yeah,
said, you ain't
yeah.
lost at 122. What are you doing?
I know. I never lost at 122. I would keep going up in 126, and I keep trying to try myself. I was under 2 pounds when I fought my last fight. I weighed in 2 pounds
Hmm.
beneath the damn weight class. I'm like, damn, I should have. Yeah, I should stay at 122 at this point. I'm gonna start going back. I'm gonna go back down in August to 122. We're gonna get a tune up, and hopefully by the end of this year we'll get something different. We're gonna get something at 122, something even something even bigger, so I can get back in the rankings at this point. Two back-to-back losses kind of like threw me off. I got, like I told you, we always on the phone. I got a little secret for everybody that I got an emotion. So, but I told you already. So yeah, we got some shit going on now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
No
already
doubt
told you on the
about it.
phone
No
what I'm about to
doubt.
do, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's about to get back in motion. I'm just on vacation mode at this point. I'm just kicking at the crib. I'm just chilling, trying to just stay out the way for a second, trying to just get my mind right.
What's going on, Dirt Gang Boss? My bad, man. My bad. We get to running our mouth up here, man. Man. I swear I be missing half the chat, bro. I don't be doing it on purpose, Dolos.
I feel
You
it.
know.
It be like that, man. We just get to talking, we get to chatting up and shit like that. I'm about to get out of here soon. I gotta go. I gotta go to brunch in a minute.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. We gonna close it up. We gonna close it up over here soon anyway, man. I just wanted to chop it up with you a little bit, man. We
oh yeah,
talked on
for
the
sure.
phone. We said we was gonna do this, and I think we
We
had a
always
lot
talk
of
on the phone,
fun.
man. That shit be regular as hell. Me and you talking on the phone all the time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I usually, Los, you know this, man, because you know me, man. But I usually don't even bring people on here that I usually talk to on the phone. I just be like, a lot of people like, you know how many boxers I could bring on here, and I don't fucking call them, bro.
Yeah.
I don't fucking call them, man. I'm like, and
That be
everybody, why don't you do that more? Why don't you do that more? I said, man, what am I, what am
I feel it, man. It just be like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man. That's like,
We
I
partners, bro.
get
It's
it.
like it's a different ball game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it that people get excited to interview these fighters and all that shit. But I talk
Yeah.
to these motherfuckers all the time.
On a
I
day-to-day
bump into
basis.
them all the time, and I'm like, so it's fucking
That's a
normal to
good
me.
thing. It's like a it's like a brother bond and stuff like that. The same thing you told me after my last fight. You was like, man, I'm ride with you regardless. That's like we like brothers. This ain't it's bigger than boxers. I'm still a human being at the end of the day. I don't like people saying me
Yes,
like a
yes.
fighter all the time. Like, damn, I'm still human, motherfucker. I got emotion. I don't just yeah, I'm not just a product. People will call me, they want to do something. I'm like, yeah, you feel like I'm just being like I'm like a used robot.
Mm.
Like, damn, y'all want to just kick it? Call me. What's up? How you doing? Damn.
Y'all notice something about this whole thing? I didn't interview this man. We talked boxing. We just talked about everything else. I ain't
Yeah.
talk about him.
Yeah. There's a lot about to go on. No, I gotta readjust my whole career though. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta readjust two back-to-back losses with a new coach. Yeah, no, we're not doing that anymore. That's dead.
Nah, I
That's
feel you.
dead.
I feel you, man. But that's how
That's
I
dead.
am with a lot of these boxers. I'm the same way I am with Los, man. And y'all hear me say that a lot, but it's only because it's true. These people are more than boxers to me because I've created a relationship with a lot of these boxers on a whole different level. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Some of these people I broke bread with. We went out to lunch and dinner, and you know kicking it outside and about, not even at a boxing venue type of shit, not even
Yeah.
talking boxing.
Just
Talk
talking
about life
regular
and other
shit, just
shit.
regular
Yeah,
things.
bro. Yeah.
That's
So it's like Y'all, they can have that shit. I do it once in a blue moon because of my co-host, and now that KG, which him, KG,
Yeah, yeah.
he's the one who came up with the idea of Tales of the B side. So
I
that's
need
the
to get on
reason.
that joint one day. I ain't gonna lie. I do gotta get on that one day. One day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
One
yeah.
day we gotta get on
So
that joint.
And that's the reason we're bringing fighters on, because of the tales of the B side. We've got to bring fighters on so they can tell their tales from the B side. But that's the only
Yeah,
reason that's happening. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
KG came up with a good idea. I don't think I'm gonna do that long term. I've always been open and vocal about it. I don't know if I'll do that too long term, because that's gonna get, for me, it's gonna get a little stale to me,
yeah,
because I'm just so used to talking to all these goddamn fighters anyway.
yeah.
So it's gonna come a point where I'm like, yeah, you know what, I've had enough of this. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty
And I'm
much,
gonna
yeah.
shut it down and shit. And then everybody's gonna, the problem with that is people gonna say, what happened? Were they beefing? Did something happen between them? No, motherfucker, ain't nothing never happened, man.
Yeah, we do.
Kano runs on a whole different. Hey, I'm driving on the left lane, bro. I'm
Yeah,
doing me. You know what I'm saying?
pretty
And
much,
when I
pretty
get to
much.
that point, I'm a skirt. All right, man. Hey, shit was dope. We did some great content with that shit. You go your way, I go my way. Hey, that was
That's
dope.
it. Yeah,
We come up with a new idea for something else, we'll rock that shit out, man. But till then, boom. So yeah, right now we got it popping right now. So we're gonna probably do it for a good little while again. But
yeah.
it's gonna come a point in time where I'm gonna hit that wall and I'll be like, yo, you
I
know,
mean, just keep that going. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because some people want to hear about, well, what goes on the B side. I've been on the B side what, twice, and I know a lot of it's going on. Well, I don't know a lot because it's other people that actually go on the B side a lot. I've been on the A side majority of my career, but I've been on the B side twice. And yeah, I got a whole lot of stories on the B side, but the B side is different. That shit is
hold that.
different, dog. That shit,
Hold,
I
let me,
got you.
let me,
I got you. That shit different.
hold that.
I can tell you about
Hold that.
I can tell you about my last fight, and that
No,
shit
no,
go.
hold that.
I got you.
Hold that for the
I,
show.
I
You know what I'm
got you.
saying? Because
I
otherwise
got
we
you.
ain't gonna, what I'm saying? You can't give out the sauce right now.
And you gonna be like, oh, I see why that
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
I
Well,
see why that
hey,
happened.
I've been around the B side a lot myself. So,
Yeah, that's a different ball game, dog. That B side. Y'all get me on the B
man.
side next show. Next show, y'all get me on the B side. I want to be on that joint, man. Let me get up out of here, man. Bro, somebody
All
text
right,
me,
bro.
man. Hey,
All
look,
right,
text
man.
me the joint.
Hey,
Whenever y'all want me on the B side joint, I'll talk about it because it's a story about my last fight. Y'all gonna be like, okay, I see
I
why
got
that
you, bro.
happened. And you gonna be like, I
I
see
got
why
you,
that shit
bro.
happened, dog.
Well, I know well, go ahead, man. I'll let you say it
I
on
know,
the.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know the story, but it's a lot. It's a whole lot more. That this is wild, bro.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
I
yeah.
never
But
do
just
no shit
hey,
like that again.
I'm gonna get with KG, since you know us both anyway. You're on direct lines with both of us. Where
Yeah.
between the both of us, we're gonna get you scheduled in, bro.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Hell yeah, hell yeah. But let me get up out of here. Kind of love you, bro. I'll catch
All
up
right,
with you
bro. I love you
soon,
too,
bro.
bro. All right, bro. One.
One.
Yeah, that was Los right there, man. That's my boy right there, man. That's my boy right there. Yeah, Shaw. The reason I never said nothing about his last fight is for that reason. I knew he was eventually gonna want to get on the show, and I think it'd be better that way. Tales from the B side, and get to talk a little schmack, about it over there and all that, man. But that shit I said is very real, man. Very, very real, because usually when I end a type of show, it's usually because I've already hit a wall where I don't want to continue to do it no more. Uh I've had L Dub Boxing as a co-host before. Nothing went on between me and him. The wall just got hit, and I was like, you know what? Let me keep doing my Dolo stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had G5 Gabe as a co-host. The shows were fire, but once we hit that wall, I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna move it on to the next. You know what I'm saying? Um, I had Opulent LD as a co-host, and I don't even want to dive into that. But when it was time to end it, we ended it. No beef to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be the same thing with Tales of the B side. We're gonna ride it out and bring many more fighters on there. So I'm not talking about something that's abruptly going to happen overnight, but that too will have a wall that hits. And when that time comes, it just comes. There's not so much that it's usually me. I get bored quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, and sometimes I like doing my goddamn, my solo shit a lot. They are billing Pasillas as some bad motherfucker now because of that fight. Yeah. You remember what happened? Said how about me? Oh yeah, Angel Diaz, but I'm not beefing with nobody on the internet. It's not even I'm not beefing with nobody on the internet, Angel. If it ain't in person, it don't mean nothing, man. I'm not beefing with nobody on the internet, man. That was a mistake I made right there. Very mistake I made. I ain't doing that, man. I'm sorry I just stepped away. I think he's good enough not to get caught. Psychopathic drugs will say, yeah, yeah. But they're not gonna I don't listen, man. I don't want y'all to misunderstand what I was saying. I do support Brian Norman Jr. I believe he's a hell of a talent, hell of a fighter. But I was very clear of my me not wanting to support him going to Japan. Um, and this was before the fight actually got made. So when the fight actually did get made, and I found out he was going to Japan, I'm just not gonna tune into it, man. I'm just gonna move on from that chapter. And whenever he comes back and fights in the United States, I'll go back to watching him fight again. So it's just is what it is with me, man. That's who I am. That's who I am. I don't believe that a champion should have to go to somebody else's backyard to defend their title. That's my problem. I don't believe he's the champion. He's the champion. You want the belt, you got to come get it. That's my problem. He's going over there with it, traveling over there into that man's backyard. You know what I'm saying? And yes, that's his choice. And yes, that's his careers. That's his career. I get it, And yes, there's more money to be made that way. I understand that. Facts, like I said, it's a real dangerous fight for him. No drug testing is crazy. And that's all I'm saying, man. Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't mind you poking at me. I don't mind anybody poking at me, man. Facts, like I said, is real dangerous fight for him. No drug testing is crazy, man. But just to be on the up and fair about it, man. I did not like when Devin Haney went to Australia either. I didn't like it, man. But to me, that one was a little bit. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That's just my thoughts on that, man. I mean, I know it's probably going to get taken out of context and not understood or anything like that. Uh, but it is what it is, man. I mean, I can't do nothing about that. That's just how I feel, man. And I also feel that Teofimo is getting too many goddamn passes because Teofimo, ducked Devin Haney yet again. $11 million. And from what I understood, there were two other names for $11 million that were offered to Tio as well. And one of them was also Keyshawn Davis. And Tio said no to all of them. That's the part that I don't know if it's came out or if there's anybody else has spoken about it. But there were actually three names attached to that $11 million offer. And Tio did not want no parts of that, man. So I don't understand how people give him passes, and I hear everybody's theory and this and that, and oh man, but if they were offering 11, how much more could he gotten? You got to look at it that way, Kano. He's negotiating. No, he's not negotiating. Let me tell you how negotiation works, right? It's not negotiating when you say no and you turn it down. That's not negotiating. Let me tell you what negotiating is. If they tell him 11 million and he doesn't like it, he counter offers. And then from that counter offer, they come up to a happy medium and come up to a number. That's negotiating. When you say no and completely discard the offer altogether and don't want to entertain anything else, you don't sit at the table and try to do a counter offer or anything. That's not negotiations. So that is a duck. How can you say how's he supposed to get more than 11 million like y'all claim? Like the people that I heard say that. How do you expect them to get more than 11 million to fight Devin if he never counteroffered? He just completely walked away from the table and said no. How does that work, Sway? Sway, Sway, Sway. How does that work? Macados, Mac of the South, salute. I'm glad Boots did not entertain Teofimo. And every time I hear somebody speak on that, that's what I be wanting to say. But I be sitting back in the chat listening, and I can't typing all that. That's not negotiating. What Teofimo's doing is not negotiating. That's not good business. That's not the way you do business. That's not the way you get a fight. I'm just saying. So the next time somebody tell you he's negotiating, have him explain how he's negotiating. I like to know exactly how it is that he's supposedly negotiating. Now, I don't think he ducked that fight. I thought he still felt that they were going to give him that fight. I don't think Keyshawn is scared of any of them. Oh, Justin missed weight. Goddamn. All right. Well, man, let me go to boxing scene. Shit. God damn it. Uh, by how much, Shawa? How much did he miss weight by? Let me see. Oh, how much did he miss weight by? She got me fumbling on my phone now, trying to figure this out. All right, I'm gonna let you look into that for me, since y'all let me know though. Damn, Justin Paulo, that's the homie too, man. Damn. Well, it's a non-title fight, so hopefully it wasn't more than a pound. I'm hoping it wasn't like some crazy number or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, I agree. I was looking forward to the fight and didn't like how he was pumping this whole building the scrap of the main event. No, we're not talking about Keyshawn on here. We're talking about my homie Justin Paul, okay, Rod? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I know how much Keyshawn missed by. Damn, Paul, man. Shit. $1 million man. Goddamn. I'm hoping it was very minor. I mean, you don't want to miss weight anyway, but I'm hoping it wasn't this, like a 4 or 5 pound type thing, man. I'm hoping not, man. But we shall see. Like I said, it wasn't that fight he's fighting tonight ain't a damn, that had to have happened yesterday because he's fighting today. Man, I didn't even see the weigh in to begin with. God damn. Well, I don't know what to say. That's kind of crazy, man, to me. Damn. That is crazy. I think it should be going on, man. It's a non-title fight. It's on Pro Box. I don't see anything in here. Let me see something. Now she got me looking too. I don't see nothing on Paldo on here. Of course, I didn't expect them to put anything on here, I guess, right? Nothing, nothing, nothing. All right, well, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see something. Weigh-in results. This ain't can't be right. Oh, the February one, he did make weight. Doesn't have the one for yesterday. The fuck is it at? Hold on, I'm checking it out. I'm trying to find it. It doesn't have the weight on here. And this was 2 days ago. We need something from yesterday. We need the yesterday. All right. I'm trying to find it, Shawa. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. I can't find it, so I don't want. I can't even speak on it because. And was he typing on the usual sub? Let me see. Oh man! So the fight's off. God damn! 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 Well, that kind of bumped me out right there. That bumped me out. Damn! I think my boy gonna have to move to 140 also. Michael Angeletti, the new main event, bro. Oh man! Wow! That's it. That's it. God damn it! I'm ending this live. God damn it! I'm in a bad mood now. Damn! All right. Damn. I'm gonna have to call my boy, see what happened, man. I'm gonna have to call him up. My man, you gonna have to move to 140? Talk to me, bro. Ah, all right. Wait, man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. This is always brought to you by CO Management, DV Tracksuits. Big shout out to the mighty LDBC. Local TV, man, you already know I'm up out of here, man.